a very good day to you and welcome to the program. I want to speak to you about the subject of choices. You know, we need to make good choices. Sir, don't blame God all the time when things go wrong. And I'm serious about that. Don't blame God. Have a good look at your own choices that you make. Now, I'm talking to myself as well, not just to you. And I'm talking to the ladies as well. Don't blame God. Why has this happened to me, Lord? Why have I got this problem in my home? Did you ask God whether you should marry him? No, but I was convinced that I'd be able to get him right. Well, you didn't, did you? So now we have to pray that God will work a miracle, and he will. But don't blame God for what happened. If we go to Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 26, this is what the word of God says. Behold, I set before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing is if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you today. And the curse, if you do not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside from the way which I command you today, to go after other gods which you have not known. I know what it feels like at the moment in this world. It just feels like you're going through a landmine field, doesn't it? For example, who do I marry? Do I marry the right man or the right woman? Do I go into business with this man or not? Do I expand my own business or do I consolidate because of the lockdown? And then the greatest choice of all, do I follow the mandate of Jesus Christ or not? It's our choice. It's not God's choice. God set before you life and death. You must choose. You know, I remember a very sad story. And as far as I've heard, it's pretty accurate. There was a young farmer. His dad left him an incredible legacy. When his dad died, this young man inherited a complete farm with a fleet of tractors. They were second-hand, but they were all good and they were all running. A full field of ripe wheat ready for harvest. He owed nothing on the farm. The farm was freehold, it was paid for, and his father left it in his will. This young man had to make a choice because a salesman drove onto the farm. And he looked around and he said, "You got a lovely place here." He said, "But those tractors are too old. You've got to step up your game. You've got to go to the next level. You must sell all those tractors and buy a new fleet of nice, shiny, bright tractors." Now, there was no need for him to do that. But he listened to the salesman, and he said, "But how do I do that?" He says, "What you do is you sell all these tractors off, and I'll bring a whole fleet of brand new tractors. And then what you do is you take out a loan on the strength of your farm and your crop and everything that you have. And then you'll just have to pay a slight interest charge every month on your loan, and then you go to the next level." So he made a bad choice. He listened to this man. They brought the tractors onto the farm, and within a couple of weeks, the interest rate skyrocketed in the country. That young man could not make his repayments. He lost the farm, the fleet of new tractors, the whole crop that was ripe unto harvest, and he walked off that farm with nothing. He made a bad choice. You and I need to make good choices. And the only way we'll do that is by this book. God bless you. Goodbye.